Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to a Wednesday live stream. It's still the afternoon. It's just the afternoon, I guess. It's early afternoon. The weather is fantastic. Compared to yesterday, the weather is so good. It's so bright. You can see white fluffy clouds compared to dark, dusty clouds. I really like these type of white clouds. And plus the sky is cerulean, so everything is perfect. Now, I have a couple of questions, but first I have to do something very important. I have to edit this video. If you don't know, I was making this video yesterday, and for some reason it did not want to process. And I don't know what's the problem, why it refuses to process. Maybe because I had a bunch of things open, but anyways, as you can see, I edited this video. It looks amazing, it's wonderful. Let's just see. Maybe this is the problem. Let's just see. Now, I really hope that this actually gets fully rendered because obviously I don't want to re-edit this video. It's kind of fun. It's not a very strenuous edit compared to most of my other videos in the past. This is actually quite fun, but I don't really want to re-edit them because everything just becomes boring. I'm gonna push this right over here. Now I have to put this in like a little reminder because I want people to know that they should check them out. You know, I don't want people to think I'm not advertising them. I am, you know. I leave links in the bottom of the video, but even so, that's not that worth. So that's why you have to at least put a bit more effort. You have to put a bit more warnings to say, hey, there's a bunch of these videos where you can find them. So, okay. While this renders, I can talk about something. So anyways, I hope you're all having a fantastic Wednesday. I want to talk about making video games, and obviously I want to make a couple of them. But what about the games that will feel so big? Well, I have to tell something. I have to ask a couple of questions as well, but I feel like I should outsource some of my ideas, if that makes sense. There's some ideas I would love to just work on my own. Maybe I can hire a bunch of freelancers to work with me for certain aspects, and that's it. When it comes to doing such strenuous work, such big projects, I cannot do it alone. So I was thinking of outsourcing an entire game or a couple of games to multiple companies. And I don't mind for the payment, I just worry how is this going to come about. For example, this company does full scale development. They do multiple types of development, but they also do full scale. So basically, they can do a game from scratch. So they have 14 years of development uh, experience, which is good. Okay. So, okay, this is perfect if I want to get my content across. So they help customers reach larger audiences. They also have porting. You can actually port your games, um, which is interesting. Co-development. We help our customers and partners to scale up their teams. I don't have a team. I don't have a team. It's just going to be me and my brother, and that's basically it. And sometimes it's just going to be me for some content. So what can I say? But I need a proper team. I feel like I have to be a director, you know? So they also make custom apps, which is amazing, but I'm not interested in that. So here are the benefits. 95% of our partners said that the company uh, cope with challenging complex tasks. Okay. Um, ultimate performance, passion, and experience. That's important. It's best to have experience. This is all the technologies they use, which is kind of cool. So you see all of it. They also work with console games, which is something I really want to make for. Mostly because it helps to reach a larger audience. So let's just say I have a really good idea about something very fun, very amazing, but I feel like it won't work well if I just keep it to one platform. It might work with all other platforms. So I feel like I can actually extend certain reaches. So I would really like to hire a couple of companies to help me out. That would be perfect because some games I have ideas for are online games, which is brilliant. You know, the only problem is, will these companies allow me to be me? Will they forcefully change my concepts or not? This company seems trustworthy. There's no bad blood or anything like that. There's no bad problems. So I don't really see any crazy issue going on. But I don't know. When it comes to my own type of games I want to make, I will have to outsource certain pieces of work and stuff like that. I really wish it was more easy. But obviously, there are some things I want to work hands on because there's some of the projects I have that cannot be just directed. I have to do a bit more effort into that. You know, add a bit more effort into many things. Anyways, I have a couple of questions. Uh, not just the price, I would say that's like a last question, but what what can it do? What I guess I'm phrasing my question wrong. Um, how can I? No, no, no. I think the better question is what the company can do compared to other companies. You know, are there better alternatives? You know, what does this company offer compared to the other companies? Will the company keep my original work? Will they try and change it? What can they do? I don't know. And that's the problem with working with multiple companies. And I think that's the problem altogether. This is where I don't really feel comfortable, but I have some really cool concepts for modern games. It's just that I need a big team, and I can't find a big team. So what can I do? What can I do? I really wish it was easy. Everything is all slow because I'm editing this video. Overall, I just want to outsource some of my work. So I will hire a bunch of freelancers when it comes to, and maybe some other companies when it comes to designing a couple of stuff, you know, stuff like that. But obviously, I cannot do everything on my own. That's why I have to hire a bunch of people. But I feel like freelancing is a bit more better, but I cannot code every single game. I feel like the best I will actually get to code is, I would say, a couple of 2D fighters or maybe a couple of 3D things. I cannot code a large online game. I cannot. It's impossible. So that's where other people come in, and I think I have to trust a bunch of other people. But the problem is, when it comes to larger companies, they are still a large company. So let's just say someone gets offended by something on my video game. The company can easily change it, regardless of what I say, because they want to save their backside. You know, if I was the one more in control, I would not really give a crap. But since it's a major company, you wonder, what if someone complains? They'll have to change everything. That's the problem I have. That's why I feared certain things. I have such bright ideas, and then it's gonna fail because many companies. You can't work with them. You can't trust them anymore, which is unfortunate. Maybe you can trust them for certain pieces of work, but for trusting them for an entire video game, that's something that's kind of like a blind fall, hoping someone can catch you. But when they catch you, they drop you midway. That's what I fear, because you can't just. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It's the question about that is not a problem. I don't have any money, but I'm just saying that's one of my least of my troubles. Can the company do the actual work right? Because art should not be censored. And some companies these days, they don't really care about defending art. They care about not offending people. They care about not offending people than actually telling something good. You can't trust many companies these days. The company that I'm looking at is based in Poland. They have a bunch of teams in multiple countries. Doesn't matter, because if someone, let's just say someone complains about a video game that I made with this company, you know for a fact that they would have to listen to that person. They would have to do changes. It wouldn't matter what I want. It would not matter what I want, because the company needs to save themselves. They don't want to have bad blood. At the end of the day, they can also veto things out. So that's going to be a problem. And that's why I just wish things were more easier to make, because honestly, it's going to be a pain. I don't know what else to do, to be fair. Let's check the video out. 50%. That's good. I guess my screen is stuck. It's stuck on 7. Oh my goodness. This is so embarrassing. This is why I can't even show a small video clip, because things get stuck. My problem with OBS really blows, okay? So I mentioned that I wouldn't not mind outsourcing certain stuff, but companies are companies. If there were an anti-woke company, and I would slightly trust them more, but I don't know. They don't seem woke. They seem fine. They seem amazing. The company I just showed right now, they seem fantastic. The problem I have is, as I said, they're a company. If someone gets offended by something, they can easily change things to save them. You know? You see what I'm trying to say? You see what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to be rude. I'm sure these companies have enough experience. The people working there must be great. But at the end of the day, when you get one complaint from someone who's just so wicked online, they will have to change everything, because they don't want to be seen as a bad company, because it's a bad name. So that's a problem. It's such a big problem these days. I don't understand what's going on. I don't know. I really want to trust people. I really do. But people these days make it hard to trust, you know? You can't just fall and expect someone to catch you now, you know? If companies were a bit more sturdy and they actually spoke out against this type of stuff, most companies did that, then I feel like the culture with gaming would have been a bit better. But once again, I'm sure this company is not a woke company. But I guess not. I don't think they are. Maybe I can trust them. But as I said, they would want to defend their company first if something goes wrong. Um, Obviously, they will have to quickly make some changes. So let's just see what happens. I say I should just do something. I wish I had enough to make my own company. I mean, to be fair, then I don't know. I have to do all these hiring practices. I don't know, honestly. It's best to not really do that much. It's best not to do that much at all. I hope I'm making sense. It's just so difficult to speak these days. 73%. The video would go so close and all of a sudden just fail. Kind of a problem.